Oh, yeah.
There we go. Now we're doing it. Yeah, I am still unpacking. I am wondering how I ever got as much stuff as I've got on the shelves that I had at the house because nothing seems to fit correctly anymore.
So did you move the shelves?
Yeah, yeah, we brought the shelves, but for whatever reason, it's just stuff just isn't fitting the way it used to.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, it's one of the challenges of moving.
yeah, that was the one thing, and I haven't really found. I just found my headphones like uh, I don't know 10 minutes ago. So
So you got your green screen up?
no, no, that's a white background. That's why I look like I am a
Well,
disembodied head.
you're partially eclipsed.
Yeah,
There are portions of your chin and the top of your head which are
yes,
part of the green hornet background.
yes. Um,
So so you're completely out of the other place?
not 100%. We are, I don't know, 99%. We probably
Oh,
got,
so you got a off-white wall behind you there.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, that's
There's
you
nothing
paint.
really behind me.
Pardon?
There's nothing. I mean, it's just the wall. But
All you have to do is paint it green, and you'll be home free.
yeah, or hang my green.
Well, mine is still sitting over here on the top of the box, waiting to be hung up. I've
I
got the hangers. I've got everything except holes in the ceiling
yeah.
that put the hangers in.
I
What I've got actually are hooks that typically you use in a garage to hang bicycles from.
oh
These are the
yeah,
kind. These are the kind that thread into a
like a screw hook,
like a what?
like a screw hook,
Sousa.
screw hook. They've got like a
Oh yeah,
screw
yeah. It
tapered
has
in.
a threaded end on it.
Yeah,
Must be about a quarter inch, something like that. And then the hook is covered with some kind of soft plastic so it won't scratch whatever you hang on it. And I've got all the stuff gathered up. I just
haven't done it yet, huh?
haven't. Well, it's a matter of in my office here, the joists go um, right to left as you're looking at it, and it's a matter of me finding where the joists are, because these hooks are not made to hold in sheetrock. They're
Right.
definitely made to be in a rafter or a joist or whatever.
Yeah. We
So Barry's here again.
Barry's here and Yellow Dog is
Incog
here
and Vicente's coming in.
and Vicente's here. We're technically not supposed to hang anything on the wall, but the lady who runs the place said she didn't really care. It would all come out at the end if we ever.
Well, you've probably got some sort of security deposit, don't you?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So anything you do becomes an excuse for them not to return your security deposit. I
yeah.
see Yellow Dog is here again today.
I got some of these wall hanging Velcro strips that aren't supposed to
Are
leave a
those the ones you
mark.
pull a tab on if you want to release them?
Yeah,
Yeah, those are pretty effective.
I got some of those just to hang up some stuff, but I'm not that worried about it. it's one of those deals.
Vicente said new location. Yeah, you
Oh,
moved.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am officially at the new house. Vicente's on vacation somewhere.
Wow.
Was
Yeah.
What?
I was now I am back in Ohio.
Oh,
I,
okay.
I was here in
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Laguna Beach, California.
I'm guessing that is not Lake Erie there because of the palm trees.
It's Laguna Beach.
Okay. Cool.
So yeah. I
Okay, new car.
that one takes out most of my face, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
you are low density oil today.
yeah. Well, see, I really wasn't worried about the background because we're not at the other place, so you can't see all the junk behind me because there's really is no junk behind me. So
Yeah.
oh,
So you
What kind of
you
talk
got
is
rid
that?
of the
Man, geez.
yeah, I need more junk.
Yeah, Leroy without junk. That's like a day without sunshine.
You need a picture with junk. You need a background with junk. Just a
Well,
picture.
background with junk. There we go.
well, I've got junk to make up for it there. So.
Yeah.
Although
And,
we've been
make
cleaning
a
up,
print
so
of
I have
that
less junk.
background, and then Leroy can have it in his background. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Well, it's not copyrighted, so if you want to take it, Leroy, you go ahead. Okay.
Yeah, that's all right.
Or it's what is it? The one of the open source copyrights there.
Open the open source. Yeah. So I found out some interesting things though about the complex. Let me see here. See it.
How do you mean complex?
Well, the apartment complex that we moved into.
Okay. Okay.
There is. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm down to one computer right now. My other computers are still in a box somewhere. Anyway, this is right outside my window.
So what are those antennas?
No, that is a weather station.
Oh, cool.
And there are two of them.
Okay, so all you need is an SDR and you can connect into them.
Well, you would think. Turns out that that's my fun experiment for this afternoon was to see if I could decode what these weather stations were. Turns out they're in 2.4 gigahertz range.
Really?
Yes, these are very interesting, very expensive. I looked them up. They're called Rain. What are they called? Rainmaker, Rain something. Rainwise sensors.
Huh.
And they are like $1,500.
Huh. Let me catch my breath. Okay.
Yeah, that was pretty much what I thought too.
1489. Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh,
And that's just for one of them. There's two of them out. I mean, there's two of them.
I
There's
see
only-
two posts there.
There's only one of them that's got the rain catcher, because apparently this older system, if you had two of them that had rain catchers within proximity of each other, it would report the wrong information for the rain. So, yeah,
Okay,
um,
that's a special feature when you
that's a
spend,
feature.
fif-
That is a feature.
you
I'm
spend $1,500 on a man.
yeah. What just happened? Why can't I go back? Why is it doing that?
Now,
to
are
me?
they hooked up to Weather Underground or?
They are, where to go? So there's the station information on APRS. And then there's the actual station information for the civilian weather reporting thingy.
Well, now, are you in Franklin County, Ohio, or Franklin, Ohio?
Franklin, Ohio.
As opposed to Franklin County.
Yeah, this is Warren County.
So Franklin is a little burg, is it, or?
Little city, yeah. It's not.
It's another exotic location up in this area like Monroe and Middletown and Franklin,
Yeah.
all exotic locations.
I'm about 5 miles northeast of where I was. So I'm not that far from where I was. I wonder why
So are
it's
you east or west of 75?
West.
I would be west of 75.
West.
But 75 is
You're still south of Dayton though, right?
south of Dayton. 75 is only a couple miles down the road, so it's probably not even a couple miles. It's probably a mile down the road.
Where are you from Miamisburg?
Miamisburg is probably another 15-minute drive north,
Okay.
10-minute drive north,
Okay.
something like that. No internet connection. Oh, there it is. So yes, this thing is reporting. That was one reason. Well, I looked out the window and I saw, that it was a weather station. I'm like, oh, cool. But that was one reason why I thought that I could, grab the information, was because it was reporting. Well, it's a 2.4 gigahertz system, so I can't grab the information.
Well, what was that RTL underscore 433 stuff?
Well, that was when I was looking.
Okay.
So, as I was looking, I came across, I don't know, this is probably not going to work. Let's try it out. Okay.
So that's 345. Okay.
So it's actually not reporting right now. There's something on 344.971 that turns out to be Honeywell security system.
Okay. That could be an ADT system because they use Honeywell as one of the options.
It could be one of the things that popped up there while I was watching it was a different. Oh, there it is. It says DSC security.
That is definitely ADT. That's what
So-
mine is in Milford.
So yeah. Anyway, somebody around here has a Honeywell AT&T DSC security system.
Yeah.
And I just stumbled on it while I was trying to find out what frequency this thing was on. And eventually that led me to the CWOP website, where that finally told me that it was that Rainmaker or Rainwise system, which led me to website, which led me to 2.4 gigahertz, which led me to, oh, I will never be able to find this thing.
Well, you might if you had an SDR that goes up to 2400.
Maybe, maybe, but I'm guessing that when I found the security system, the person was not home because I haven't seen it for several hours. So I'm guessing somebody came home and turned it off. I mean, that's at least my guess.
Well, you got both Honeywell security and DSC security there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And those I know are both used by ADT. Because I have ADT on the house in Milford and I've got DSC there. So,
Yeah.
and that, by the way, is 433.92, give or take. I mean, the 433.92 is approximate.
Right.
Okay?
Well, reading about this RTL 433 software,
Yeah.
it can jump around in frequencies, and I just started looking outside of where the 433 normally sits, and that's where I found the Honeywell stuff.
Yeah, you run that on the command line, and there's an option to put in their frequency.
Yep.
And by the way, it works very well for me, at least.
It seems to work pretty well here too, except there's not a whole lot of 433 stuff.
I'm surprised because in my neighborhood, I've got tons of it, including a lot of TPMS,
Yeah.
the tire pressure monitoring systems. And
Well,
they pop up all the time.
right now, just because this is what I found in my box, I'm using this little teeny tiny antenna sitting on my desk. So maybe if I can get a better antenna.
That looks like a half-wave dipole.
Yeah, maybe if I can get a better antenna, things might. But anyway, that's my fun adventure for today. And while we're here, this is a couple of days ago.
This is your new place.
This is the new place. That's the closet that's turning into the
Yeah, 99.4A.
Yeah, gotta have my TI and my
That's
Apple
way-
IIc.
Way too organized there.
So are you able to store anything up in the scuttle hole there?
I have not been up there, so I really don't know.
Are you on the top floor?
I am on the top floor.
Okay.
Not real sure what's up there though. So
I am in the art place.
do what?
You see my background is the art place.
Oh yeah, you're at the art place. You're visiting art.
Yeah, he just teleported to California.
You can use it also.
Yes, on so
Yeah, there you go.
when I was running just without the frequency put in there,
Hello.
it said 433.920, and it started to find some DSC security stuff. So
Yeah,
there's definitely some security stuff running around here.
yeah, the RTL 433 defaults to 433.920,
Yeah.
but you can set other frequencies within the range of whatever your SDR is.
Yeah.
And the thing I really like about it is it's a command line application, for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
And so you can toggle in all kinds of parameters and so forth and so on. So
And use
it depends on your SDR what the range is.
You could use
Uh,
grep and just pull out certain things too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, also the other thing you discover is that there's an option to store the output in whatever. There's an option to store the output in a file in whatever format you want, and I store mine in JSON, and it comes out. Each packet generates. Each packet that is sensed generates one line of JSON. So it's pretty handy. So then I just do a cat of that file and run it and pipe it through a grep that I specify the particular device, so I can pull out various temperature sensors, my rain gauge, and so forth and so on. Except I discovered my rain gauge doesn't work if you don't change the batteries before you leave Ohio. So a week and a half ago, all of a sudden it stopped sending packets. And I thought that it was on my back fence, so I thought that maybe some leaves had gotten in. So I sent my daughter over there. She looked at it and she said, nothing obscuring it, looks fine. The weeds and trees are chopped down back of your fence. Got to be something else. I said, well, I did forget to change the batteries before I left, so it looks like. The curious thing is that it started recording. It stopped for, I don't know, a week or so, and then it started recording when we had a real heavy rainfall, and then it stopped. So the other possibility is my rain gauge. I don't know if you've had this experience with rain gauge. When you pop the top off of it, it turns out spiders get in there. and they zigzag their webs all over the place, so the little tilt thing won't tilt anymore. So I've got to figure out some way to de-spider it.
So I think my rain gauge has a like a little screen on it. But I don't know that would actually keep the spiders out. Like a little
Well, the spiders, I think, can get in there the itziest bitsiest little crack.
yeah.
But I do not have a screen on top of the rain gauge. A couple of the rain gauges I've had in the past, particularly here in California, did have, it was like a mesh that you could, that sat on top of the capture. And nah, this one doesn't.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the one that I've got has like a screen or a mesh or something in the top of it. I don't think it's got anything around the bottom where the water actually comes out though. So spiders probably could get in through the bottom.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. They make a little hive in there, so to speak, and that's the end of it.
Yeah. Well, I was my SDR. It's gotten better over here. There's not so much interference, but I pick up some of the weirdest harmonics of stuff or off lobe kind of stuff. It's you'll get the same like the same station 3 or 4 different places, but it gets weaker and weaker and weaker, and they're all within, like a narrow gap of each other. It's
That's strange.
yeah.
So which SDR are you using?
I am using, well, it's that let me shut this thing
The
down.
blue plastic one?
No, I am using the silver one.
Ah,
Oh,
yeah,
and it's hot. Can you see
the
it?
no
There it
look,
is. Yeah.
yeah.
And it's the metal silver one. It's the one I like. It's one of the ones I like.
Yeah.
Um, it works
the one
really
I-
well, but it was worse at the other place. So I have a feeling that it has something to do with environment.
Yeah,
But I still get these weird harmonics that they don't match any kind of actual, they're not like a second harmonic or a third harmonic. It's just weird little spikes in places that don't really make a whole lot of sense.
could be heterodyne images.
I could be.
I mean, if somebody's got a receiver that's got what IF that's either 455 or what's the one up in the megahertz range? There's one around 10 megahertz that is fairly standard for communication receivers, and they'll, if they're not properly shielded, they will give off a fair amount of image, plus and minus.
Well, it could be. I don't know. I've got to investigate that a little bit more. But
When that SDR hat comes out that we were talking about last week, well, when the price comes down,
yes, yeah, we're not spending that kind of money on a SDR.
no,
No,
nope.
I will put up with the weirdness that my SDR causes me, because I did not pay anywhere near that for this.
Is this a $20 one?
I want to say that this one probably was probably under 30. Because I think the blue one I actually spent like $50 for it.
Was that the kit or just the SDR dongle?
It came with the it came with a couple of antennas and the weird little stand, little tripod stand. In fact, all of mine have come with some kind of antenna, or I think this is the only one that came with the stand.
On Amazon, most of the SDRs, you can either buy naked or you can buy with the antenna kit, and the antenna kit's usually about $10, something like
Yeah.
that.
The antenna kit doesn't really make a whole lot of difference for the good ones, because they've got a SMA connector on them. So,
Yeah.
yep, that is the antenna kit I've got. That's the exact one. That's the exact.
Yep.
Yep.
This is the most popular.
Yep. It's a good SDR. It really is.
Yeah, I think mine is the same as that, except that it's black rather than silver.
Silver, yeah.
But it's got the metal case on it, and it does get warm.
Yep. Yeah, I enjoy it. I'm almost positive I didn't pay that much for it, though. I'm almost positive I only paid about $30 for this one.
So have you done the aircraft plotting yet, or the 1090?
Not yet. This place is a mess. There's just boxes everywhere. I'm lucky. Like I said, I'm lucky I found my headphones about 10 minutes before the meeting started. There's just boxes everywhere. And this place is just, I'm going to live out of boxes for a while. I'm going to be like Vicente when he moved.
Yeah.
Boxes everywhere. Yeah. For whatever reason, well, I know the reason. I keep these in a like one of those plastic shoebox containers, and I just carried them in by themselves. I put those, all my stack of shoe boxes, in the car and just drove them over here and carried them all in by themselves. So these were easy to find. Everything else is impossible to find.
So do your kids help you at all or not?
So we had two of the kids were able to help, and basically we went to IKEA and got a new couch because we needed a new couch, and we brought all the furniture over in one trip. Everything that was small came over in the car. Everything that was furniture or bigger came over in the U-Haul truck when we had the truck, and we had the kids to help. So now we're down to no kids and just me and Patty, and we've got probably 90% of the stuff. We've probably got another 2 trips maybe in the car to bring the stuff over.
Now is somebody else moving in behind you?
No, I think there's already somebody that lives behind me.
No. I'm talking about in your old place.
Oh, the old place. No. My mom owns the place, and we were staying there to help her. She didn't really need the help anymore, so that's why we were moving out. But I don't really think she has any plans to use that side of the house at all. I think what she probably needs to do is sell that house and move to a smaller place, but she probably won't do it. That's my own opinion.
So how'd you pull that off, Vicente?
What?
The
How,
background.
what?
How did you grab my background?
Oh, I just print screen, go to paint, paste, and save the image and use it.
Ah. Okay.
Nothing fancy.
Vicente's a magician. He can make stuff just work.
So it looks to me like the area where I am in the chair there is black. It's just blank.
No, I cover your face with a black.
Very cool.
Okay.
Vicente he had to go and visit you. So
Yeah.
By the way, we're under 4 minutes now.
yeah, I see that. We're doing all right. And so far the computer hasn't slowed down or anything. Last week, I don't know if everybody realized it, but my computer kind of went and slowed way down. And it looked like it still recorded at least part of what was going on, but then it disconnected everybody. And
Well, it did not record the part with us in it for the last 3 minutes or so.
yeah,
But you were recorded for that period of time. So
it was doing some very weird stuff.
yeah.
But my computer had slowed down to the point of when I clicked on something, I was waiting and waiting and waiting. And I don't know if that was a Zoom thing or not. I do know that when I started the software this afternoon or this evening, it told me there was a new version available. So I'm running the new version. So we'll see if there was a problem.
So what's your broadband there?
200 megs.
What
And
is
I
it?
am-
Is that cable?
Yeah. Yeah. And I am getting 170 pretty consistently. So
That's down. What's
Down.
the up? Do you know?
10.
10. Well, that
Uh,
should be plenty for a Zoom session.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think it was the internet that was causing the problem. I think my computer just got overwhelmed and just started freaking out.
Maybe you need some more RAM in it.
Should have plenty. I mean, it's got 6 gigs of RAM, but I don't know. I'm not as happy with this HP as I could be. And it was supposed to have been an upgrade. You know, it's an i5. It should be a decent machine. But
Magic word.
Now, is this a laptop or is this a laptop or is this a desktop?
it is an all-in-one. So essentially it's a laptop that's a desktop. You know how the new all-in-ones are, they pretty much use laptop parts without the battery.
So there's a docking station?
No. It's we don't have time. I'll show you a
Monitor.
picture of it.
A monitor with a keyboard.
It's a monitor with a keyboard. Yeah.
Oh, backlight.
This is my Father's Day
That is awesome.
backlight.
That's awesome.
I use it to call Leroy.
Yep.
I think by the night you can see it in the ceiling.